Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. CSS linear gradients are a powerful way to create smooth transitions between two or more colors in a linear direction. They are commonly used as background images in web design. What is a linear gradient? A linear gradient is a gradual transition between two or more colors along a straight line. The direction of the gradient can be specified, allowing for a wide range of creative possibilities. Syntax. The basic syntax for a linear gradient in CSS is CSS. Background, linear gradient, direction, color stop 1, color stop 2. Direction, this can be specified in degrees, example 90 deg for a horizontal gradient from left to right, or using keywords, example to right, to bottom, etc. Color stop, this defines the colors used in the gradient. You can also specify the position of each color in percentages or pixels. Example of using linear gradient. Here's a simple example demonstrating how to use a linear gradient as a background for a web page. HTML. HTML. Doc type HTML. HTML lang equals n. Head. Meta charset equals UTF-8. Meta name equals viewport content equals width equals device width, initial scale equals 1.0. Title CSS linear gradient example / title. Link rel equals style sheet ref equals styles.css. / head. Body. Div class equals gradient box. h1 hello, world, /h1. P this is a linear gradient background /p. /div. /body. /html. CSS, styles.css. CSS. Body. Margin, 0. Height, 100 vh. Display, flex. Justify content, center. Align items, center. Font family, Arial, sans serif. Gradient box. Padding, 20 px. Border radius, 10 px. Color, white. Text align, center. Background, linear gradient, 45 degrees, FF6B 6B, F7B 42C. Box shadow, 04 px 15 px rgba, 0, 0, 0, 0.3. Explanation of the code. 1 HTML structure, a simple HTML page with a div containing a heading and a paragraph. 2 CSS styles. Body, the body uses flexbox to center the gradient box both vertically and horizontally. The height is set to 100 vh, 100% of the viewport height. Gradient box. Padding, adds space inside the box. Border radius, rounds the corners of the box. Color, sets the text color to white for better contrast against the gradient. Background, the linear gradient is set to transition from FF6B 6B, a shade of red, to F7B 42C, a shade of yellow, at a 45-degree angle. Box shadow, adds a shadow effect for depth. Using multiple color stops. You can add multiple color stops to create more complex gradients. Here's an example with 3 colors. CSS. Background, linear gradient, 90 degrees, FF6B 6B, F7B 42C, 4CA F50. Example with color stops. CSS. Gradient box. Background, linear gradient, 90 degrees, FF6B 6B, F7B 42C, 4CA F50. Conclusion. Linear gradients are versatile and can enhance the visual appeal of web designs. Experiment with different colors, directions, and multiple color stops to create unique backgrounds that suit your design needs. Feel free to modify the provided code and explore the possibilities of CSS linear gradients.